People are really upset about illegal immigration. You. How do you think your hotel room gets cleaned? How do you think you got food on your table? Who do you think washes your dishes?
What?
I'm Mayor Basshole. I hate America. I love illegals. I will now give them money. I take it from Whitey and give to them.
Good evening, America. Unless you're watching from California, then maybe not so good. Just kidding. Sort of, it's your favorite president, some say the best ever. And tonight, I've got a few things to say. So grab your popcorn, turn off the fake news, and let's talk about what's really going on. It's going to be good, really good.
President Trump inherited a complete mess from Joe Biden in the previous administration, and it's alarming to me that there were people in positions of power in this big, beautiful White House behind me for 4 years who just sat back and watched as our country was invaded by millions of illegal aliens from countries all over the world.
Hours as masses of men from around the world came through here. Take a look at this video. This was 2 a.m. right where I'm standing, right here in Jacumba, California, about an hour east of downtown San Diego, as we watch men from the Middle East and Asia pouring in here very nonchalantly as they cross illegally. Several of them are what are known as special interest aliens. That means they are coming in from countries with potential national security concerns, and they should be subject to additional DHS vetting. We talked to these guys. There was not a single one of them from Mexico. Take a listen to this. Where are you guys from? What country?
Pakistan.
Pakistan.
India.
India. Where are you from?
Turkey.
Turkey?
Yeah.
Turkey. Okay.
India.
India. Where are you guys from?
Turkey.
Turkey. Turkey? Where are you guys from?
China.
China.
Ecuador.
Ecuador? Where are you guys from?
India.
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 India. Sagar Baba.
India. India.
India.
India?
India.
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 India?
Yes. India.
All India?
India.
India. Iran.
Iran.
You're all from Iran. Why'd you come?
No freedom.
No freedom?
Yes, in Iran. Iran is a dangerous country. No freedom for...
Many of them known terrorists, murderers, rapists, and drug dealers who made their way into American communities and were taking the lives of law-abiding American citizens who were raping and beating young girls like Jocelyn Nungare in Texas, or taking the lives of young women like Laken Riley in Georgia. And the people in this White House, including President Biden, heard those stories and did nothing to stop them.
Hi, Ann, how are you doing today? Hi, how are you? Hi, I'm the director of Hispanic Engagement with Turning Point USA. I want to know about the children that you're saying that are at the border right now. Wait, would you answer this question real quick? No, I'm just taking a picture real quick. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're getting behind me. You're saying that you're fighting for women. No, I'm not going to back up. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm asking her. She's saying that she supports Hispanic.
Those ladies asked her to take
I don't care. You're in my way. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. She is damaging what is happening to Hispanic women and children at the border because she's promoting family reunification with child sex. You're not commenting on this issue. You are directly impacting the Hispanic demographic in a negative way. You are directly impacting what is happening with the children in this country, and you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing as a representative, representing women in this country. Shame on you. You're not going to win.
But that's why President Trump was reelected with an overwhelming mandate to secure our border and to conduct the largest mass deportation operation in American history.
I'm a gun-toting patriot, God-fearing patriot. Pricing why they mad, cause I'm real and they be faking it. Free speech advocate, it's on my mind, I'm saying it. I'm about to buy another gun and ain't nobody taking it.
And I want to make this clear as well. If you want to come and get my right.
The Trump administration has been doing that. We have already deported tens of thousands of illegal alien criminals from our country.
Are you here illegally?
I am not here illegally. I am under DACA.
What has prevented you from getting your legal status in that 20
I'm
years?
currently working within my legal status. My legal status, I have updated my application and I'm waiting for my legal status to change.
Have you committed any crimes?
I have some cases pending. You also told me to go back to Honduras, did you not?
I said if the judge decides.
No. Right before you left the car.
You're going to go back.
Be a man. Right before right before you left that car, you said go back to Honduras, didn't you? Yeah. And I tell the truth. I don't sit here and lie under a badge, phony
You've been very uncooperative the whole time.
Uncooperative? I'm not fighting. You guys are chaining me like I'm a dog and I've done nothing. What? Okay. Say it.
You've been resistant the whole time.
So when your parents came over, you weren't sure if they came illegally or legally?
Yeah, I wasn't sure because I was 5 at the time.
Do you know now, though?
I know now. My mom, who's my blood, she is under legal process, yes, of becoming a U.S. citizen. No, explain to me right now while the camera's on.
Because your immigration staff.
And how did you guys know about that?
Because we're immigration.
Anybody? Sir? Yes, sir. No. Do you have a name badge number? Anybody else can produce their badge number? No?
Who was it that you domestically...
I didn't domestically violate anybody. I didn't do that. No, that's why I take it to court. That's why I'm taking it to trial. Because that's what the right that we have as Americans in due process. Oh, you're going to shut me up?
So this is a perfect example of, people talk DACA, DACA, DACA. Everyone in DACA is good. The reality is this guy's been here since he's 5. He's been here over 20 years and hasn't got that figured out and now has pending charges. It goes back to this entitlement mentality that I'm here, I can do whatever I want and I can speak to you however I want. And you can, even the way he speaks to them is like, almost like he's out at a protest.
Like training. So there you go, guys. It's the entitlement on top of that. That's so frustrating. That's all.
And because of the One Big Beautiful Bill, which was signed and passed in a historic fashion in breakneck speed, ICE and Border Patrol will now have a historic amount of funding to have more resources to remove these public safety threats from our country and make America safe again. It will take more time to do it, but this administration and this president are not going to rest until all of these illegal alien criminals are deported from our country. We must be a nation of laws or America will cease to exist. And this is a law and order president.
This is the moment DHS says an off-duty Customs and Border Protection officer is ambushed and shot late Saturday by a man with a deportation order. Authorities believe 2 men who approached on a scooter were attempting to rob the 42-year-old officer who was in a park with a friend. 2 senior law enforcement sources say it appears to be a random encounter. The alleged shooter, identified by police as Miguel Francisco Mora Nunez of the Dominican Republic. New York City's police commissioner says he approached the officer from behind, and that's when the officer drew his service weapon.
The perp fired first, and an exchange of gunfire followed. The officer was struck in the forearm and in the face.
Mora Nunez was taken into custody after going to the hospital to be treated for his injuries. Authorities confirming he had previously been arrested for domestic violence, robbery, assault, and was wanted in Massachusetts for kidnapping. President Trump saying on Truth Social that Mora Nunez was apprehended at the border in April 2023, but instead of being deported, was released.
Let's make something incredibly clear today. Our officer is a hero. If not for his efforts, this person of interest would have committed more armed robberies.
Meanwhile, people are really upset about illegal immigration. You. How do you think your hotel room gets cleaned? How do you think you got food on your table? Who do you think washes your dishes?
What?
Yeah, and this is a president who also wants to put America first, Caroline. And then
That's right.
You see that you have had something else we want to talk about with you. More than 20 Democratic attorneys general. They're suing to block a Trump administration policy that bars illegal migrants from accessing federally funded programs. But President Trump, I'm sure, maintains this is money that could be going to Americans, not to illegal immigrants. What's the administration's response to all of this?
We wanted to show you just how much asylum seekers are getting in some of our biggest blue cities, starting right here in New York. If you're a migrant, you're guaranteed housing, some of them being placed in hotel rooms that average $300 a night. Then a number of those migrants qualify to be part of the $53 million debit card pilot program. That means they are handed $1,000 on a debit card each and every month. Add SNAP benefits on top of that, and we're talking an additional $1,400. In Los Angeles, migrants are given full coverage health insurance and soon could also get $1,000 a month through the city's new guaranteed income pilot program, which is immigration status blind. That means you could get it even if you're not here legally. And in Chicago, they so far have spent $300 million since 2023 on migrants. That's on things like food and even laundry. As part of that spending, it's going towards rental assistance. If you're a migrant there, you could get up to $15,000 annually to help pay for housing.
It's unsurprising. And the Democrats, I say this all the time, but clearly they learned nothing from November 5th, where nearly 80 million Americans voted to put America first because they were fed up with seeing illegal alien criminals from all over the world take their housing and their tax funder benefits.
It took her and her children a month and a half to get from El Salvador to Mexico, where they crossed the country into Texas. They got moved to New York City, and they were in a housing program that sent them here to Rochester. They arrived in January of this year and lived at the Holiday Inn downtown for 4 months. And they were moved here 3 weeks ago.
Muy traumática.
It's very traumatic.
Porque no creí.
She says it's been quite traumatic. Everything that was told to us to come to Monroe County, to Rochester, hasn't been fulfilled.
She says it's very traumatic. It's very traumatic. She's traumatized by being provided free housing and free food. She's traumatized by the fact that she illegally came to a foreign country and was provided free stuff.
Meanwhile, the dope out here, dope and drugs out here, dude, look. Everybody's doing drugs. At night, I would not recommend coming out here. That's where they found the 7 dead bodies. So,
as you look around, there are literally homeless people all over the place. People drugged out of their minds. You see people gang-banging on the corners.
It's really nasty out here.
And as I'm sitting here talking to people, I literally had a woman come up and offer me cigarettes, money, and even herself in exchange for some drugs.
I got cigarettes for you too. I'm a vagina.
I'm not gonna be answering.
I have no drugs, no access to drugs. I'm just trying to get some so I could go back to my cubicle.
Okay, well, she and I have no, because we're not doing it.
Yeah. So here's that park that Karen was referencing. I don't see a single kid on it, but what I do see is a police cruiser right here keeping watch over the park, just in case something goes down. If you're not from LA, you probably don't know that MacArthur Park isn't exactly a paragon of peace and civility, or a place where people bring their children to play. Rather, it's a place where illegal immigrants know they can come and easily get fake IDs, fake social security cards, easy place to come up on drugs and prostitution.
What happened to the criminals, the drug dealers, the violent individuals who were in the park today were children?
What?
If you look at Medicaid, for example, a program that was intended for the most vulnerable Americans in our society, pregnant women, disabled people, homeless who truly need these benefits, that program was being just wrought out by illegal aliens.
The Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, is sounding alarm bells about just how many undocumented immigrants are receiving taxpayer-funded benefits. This morning, there are new warnings on the impact.
California's Medicaid system in crisis, with Governor Gavin Newsom recently asking for not one, but 2 emergency loans totaling more than $6 billion to try to plug holes in the budget after far more undocumented migrants enrolled in Medi-Cal than anticipated.
In the current year, to cover undocumented individuals in Medi-Cal, we're spending $9.5 billion total funds.
The state of California has taken tens of millions of dollars from the federal government, providing free health insurance for illegal immigrants in California. We're going to get that money back.
A similar crisis in New York, where immigrant enrollment in emergency Medicaid has surpassed 480,000 people as Elon Musk and his Department of Government Efficiency team insist they've discovered at least 1.3 million illegal migrants have Medicaid. Doge working to make massive cuts.
In 21, you see 270,000 people, goes all the way to 2.1 million in 24. These are non-citizens that are getting Social Security numbers.
Yeah, this is a mind-blowing chart.
Some warning the cost cutting will in fact hit Medicaid. Despite promises by the president, they won't. Supporters of providing those benefits say it helps protect the entire community when undocumented immigrants are able to stay healthy. Governor Newsom and others showing no sign of changing course.
No chance of rolling back any of the immigrant health care.
It's not on my docket.
And on Capitol Hill, Republicans just introduced a bill aimed at preventing any state from using federal Medicaid funds to provide health care benefits for undocumented immigrants.
1.4 million of them were receiving those benefits. Not anymore, thanks to President Trump and Republicans on Capitol Hill who signed the One Big Beautiful Bill into law. We are going to protect these programs for our nation's most vulnerable. And the Trump administration did do basically an audit of the entire federal government. The White House led this effort to find any other previously funded programs that were going to to illegal aliens. And we said no, these programs are now going to be reclassified so only American citizens can receive these benefits and these grants from these programs. And of course you have Democrats trying to sue because they always put illegal aliens first and American citizens last.
In our community development programs, there's resources there in our family resource centers, but we also are going to have a reinstitution of the Angelino card, something that Mayor Garcetti started during COVID, that will actually provide cash assistance to people. Because, you know, you have people who don't want to leave their homes, who are not going to work, and they are in need of cash. You know, I have met with family members who they needed two incomes in order to make the rent. Well, one income was lost in a raid when someone was detained, and this woman with her children now is concerned that she might face being evicted and being homeless. And so it's that type of emergency assistance, and we're fortunate that there's a lot of philanthropic partners who have contributed, and many more, I hope, that will join in and contribute.
It's quite sad to see, actually.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, Attorney General here in New York, Letitia James, was heading up that lawsuit. The least surprising thing, Caroline, I've ever heard. Before we let you go, Hunter Biden has had quite a week. He sort of unloaded this week. Take a listen to this soundbite from Hunter.
People are really upset about illegal immigration. You. How do you think your hotel room gets cleaned? How do you think you got food on your table? Who do you think washes your dishes?
A few moments later.
I was drinking so much alcohol, almost a handle of vodka a day. And alcohol is the most destructive drug, not just to your body, but it puts you in more danger than any other drug that I've ever experienced. And then you add on top of that the amount of crack that I was using at the time. And crack cocaine, in terms of your physical health, is not as dangerous as the situation that you put yourself in to be able to obtain it.
How do you get crack?
One of the things I don't want to do is give a how-to to any moron like myself that may think that it's a good idea. But crack cocaine is I am fully aware when I'm talking about it in relationship to my own experience with it. It is still a shocking thing for most people, because we have been fed this perception of crack cocaine. It's more than just a drug. It's more than, like, if you say meth or if you say heroin or if you say cocaine. It comes with a whole bunch of different baggage. And because of that, places that you can go get it are some of the most dangerous places in whatever location you happen to be in. And it's everywhere. Mainly for that reason, I learned how to make my own. Have you read, I'm going to pretend like you're not getting attacked by a bee right now.
Hey, it's all right.
Keep my train of thought.
Without them, we would all...
Just trying to root, by the way, that's true too. Birds aren't real, but bees are.
What?
It's pathetic to see Hunter Biden do this. It's totally unhinged. And again, it shows you how displaced the Democrat Party's priorities and how out of touch they continue to be. Hunter, unfortunately for him, is trying to save face for his father, who was run out of office again by nearly 80 million Americans who overwhelmingly rejected him and his policies. I think Hunter and the rest of the Biden crime family should take a cold, hard look in the mirror and realize how they failed our country, and they should go home and sit down and shut up, because they are clearly incredibly out of touch with the vast majority of our country.
I said what I said.
Yeah, we'd be better off probably if we didn't hear from Hunter for quite some time. That'd be okay, Caroline, with a lot of us.
Meanwhile,
We finally have some good news. I'm sure you've been witnessing what has been going on here. The random snatching of people off our streets by so-called ICE agents. A lot of times we really don't know who these masked men are because they don't have any ID. They jump out of plain cars with no license plates, tinted windows. They pull guns and they pull people aside and in many cases detain them. We don't know where they've been taken. They have no access to their families, no access to legal counsel. But today we got a great decision from the court, a temporary restraining order. So this has got to stop.
Okay, girl, bye. Okay, girl, bye.
We didn't need the National Guard. Why on earth? What are they going to do?
a few moments later.
The owner doesn't want to show his face on camera for safety reasons, but he and his attorney called the shot self-defense.
And he's willing to protect his business at all costs.
About a month ago, another robbery right across Brookhurst. Thieves driving a vehicle right through Basan Jewelry, stealing millions. 2 people arrested nearby, but the other getaway cars still missing. The owner adding new security measures, telling us off camera the crooks stole more than $3 million worth of jewelry.
Everybody should be vigilant and careful. If they notice anything suspicious, they should speak, they should report so that, everybody's safe.
So sad. People, I think, hungry and looking for big stuff.
For 30 years, Mohammed Salam has cooked food next to the targeted jewelry store.
It was like a movie.
Shocking situation now leaving many on alert.
They make me scared. I have to protect my business, family.
So far, no description has been given of those suspects, but we counted at least 21 people. We're live in Anaheim tonight. Matthew Seedorf, Fox 11 News.
Matthew, it is just wild to watch that video, and clearly they were well organized, so they arrived at the same time. What else did you notice in watching that surveillance video?
Yeah, definitely well organized. And just speaking with this business owner, it sounds like they arrived to this location immediately after their last customer of the day was leaving. So they showed up right at that time, very targeted and planned out.
Yeah, ready with their sledgehammers and bags as well. Matthew, thank you so much.
When it's time to go, you can choose how. You can wait for enforcement, or you can leave on your terms. The CBP Home app lets you self-deport with dignity, directly and securely. Don't wait. Decide how it ends.
We didn't need the National Guard. Why on earth? What are they going to do?
Arrest! I dare! Arrest! I'm right here! Hey! Hey! He needs some milk!
Yeah. Yeah. That's what your dumb ass get.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you
We didn't need the National Guard. Why on earth? What are they going to do? the National Guard? Why on earth? What are they going to do?
Get that.
Rico!
Come on, bro. Don't go in there, bro.
It'll still be here. Come on.
When Gavin Newsom decides to run for president in 2028, remember, this is his state.
How long you been living here for?
I don't live here. I just visit.
Just visit. Mr. Smith there?
Who's that?
We didn't need the National Guard. Why on earth? What are they going to do?
But if you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Do you believe deploying the military to conduct law enforcement on U.S. soil is legal?
Look, we have to make certain that we protect American cities. If not for President Trump, Los Angeles would be burning right now. We had 6 ICE agents that were totally in fear of their life because local officials, an incompetent mayor, a grossly incompetent governor, refused to do their job.
Is there anything you would not find acceptable for the U.S. military to do on U.S. soil?
Look, President Trump understands what the Constitution is. He understands what the laws are. We have to protect our cities. We have to protect our ICE agents. We have to protect our federal buildings. And Gavin Newsom should maybe get off Twitter and start actually going down to L.A. and protecting his own citizens.
The courts have ruled on the Guard. They will be back under my command.
A few moments later.
Okay, why is Trump back in control of the National Guard, you guys? What the hell is going on? First I lose my pool boy Roberto, and now this? I seriously need a mani-pedi right now. A bottle of wine, cherry ice cream, and a whole season of Will and Grace. Fuck this politics thingy.
What's actually happening is they're buying voters. That's really what's happening. It's like a giant voter fraud scam. They're importing voters. It's easy to understand if you look at basic incentives. The basic incentive here is the more illegals that the Democrats can bring in, the more likely they are to win. So that's what they're going to do. That's what they have been doing, and it worked in California. California is supermajority Dem. And look at all the companies that are leaving California.
Yeah.
I mean, In-N-Out just announced they're leaving.
Yep.
Their headquarters leaving California.
They're moving to Tennessee.
A fourth day of rallies and protests on the streets of Los Angeles.
It was a peaceful rally. What is going on right now is also peaceful.
Here we are expecting rallies later on.
When they show up, we gotta show up even stronger.
In Los Angeles, there is a new crowd of protesters that has been building.
CNN had it that these were rallies. Now they've become protests. I'm afraid that by tonight they become riots. If we don't have the ability to stand up and stop this violence before it consumes a great city like Los Angeles, then there's no telling where this could spread.
Are hardworking, good people, and they're the backbone of our city, and they should have access to all the things that we have access to. And I just don't think they understand that it's a political pawn. I don't think they understand.
It's a political game.
This is not done for compassion and kindness.
No.
This is just done to ensure that it stays blue.
Correct.
Yeah, and it's essentially a bribery with your tax dollars.
Yes, this is why the Dems will not even deport criminals.
Yeah.
Because every criminal deported is a lost vote.